G'day my succies, it's JuzzyQ7 here, back at it again today with another video. So it's a cold day today, so I hope you're all inside warm and snuggled. Unless you're in America and you're just coming out of summer and you're overheating, then yeah, maybe get some ice, drink some ice, eat some ice. And to annoy your siblings, make sure you chew down on that ice so it makes a real big crunching noise. Hey, why not go into a Discord channel and do the same thing? So today, I've been watching a lot of YouTube, and I was thinking, yo, I'm gonna share my favorite YouTubers, and probably no one's gonna care about it, but hey, I can do what I want, and this is my channel, so here I go. So in no particular order, I'm just gonna start talking about which channels, and I just got a notification then for a YouTuber called Summoning Salt. So what Summoning Salt is he's pretty much a video game speedrunner historian. He breaks down every massive breakthrough in particular games in chronological order. So starting from the beginning of when they first came out and slowly talking about each breakthrough as they come through. And this is very interesting, and a lot of my friends are quite interested in Summoning Salt. He's got a lot of enthusiasm in what he says, and his videos are well trimmed and edited in such a way that you can get involved no matter who you are. It's quite an exhilarating time, so I recommend checking him out. This also leads me to my next YouTube channel that I'm interested in, which is called Easyscape. So what Easyscape does is he has top 10 for things. He has a bunch of challenges that he runs with Twitch streamers. Like the other day, one of his challenges was he got a guy to learn how to speedrun Mario Odyssey in a week. And then he pretty much gave him prizes at the end of the week for achieving certain goals that he'd set, which is quite a recent thing I've seen, and it's really cool. So if you haven't heard of Easyscape, I recommend going checking them out if you like speedrunning stuff and seeing people achieve. In terms of the more deeper channels, one of my favorite channels is Exurbia, spelt as EXURB1A. So Exurbia is the guy I go to if I'm having like one of those deep kind of thoughts kind of going on. So you know those days when you think about like how life is and how that's going. Well, when I'm feeling like that, I go over to Exurbia's channel and maybe watch a couple of videos, and it'll inspire me to do something or make me think in a different way from different perspectives. And yeah, I really recommend if you want to just go into a deep thought day, just checking out his channel. One of my favorite videos of his is talking about how you can be inspired by things. One of my favorite recent videos that he's released is called Thoughts About Writing. And this video is quite nice because it is really interesting on how he describes how his ideas just randomly pop up and you can't really control them all the time. But it's up to you to kindle the idea, and sometimes it goes into a place and sometimes it doesn't. Yeah, I thought that was quite interesting. One of the analogies he also uses is people's interest. Sometimes you might like really want to put something out there that you've put so much effort in, but he described it as like a cat. Like you don't know what it will be interested in. You might buy a fantastic bed that's all soft and squishy, but it decides to sleep elsewhere. Like it doesn't care about what you think about you want it to like. In terms of simplicity and basic design and art choices, I really like Sam O'Neill Academy. He talks about things in a very deep and understanding way, like with a bit of a humorous spin on it. He's very similar to Casually Explained, which Casually Explained more talks about his life and his stories, yet again with humor. But Sam O'Neill, I just think is perfect for if you want to learn a little bit about something, just in a fun way. Well, have you guys ever heard of Smosh? Just a little a little YouTube channel called Smosh. Well, I don't watch them. I'm not interested in Smosh anymore at this point in time. Smosh used to be good when I first started watching them in their early days, but they changed when Anthony left and they got overtaken by a different company. and that was very sad. But I don't watch them anymore. But instead of watching Smosh, I recommend you go and watch Anthony Padilla. He is amazing with his interviews that he's been recently doing. His content was a little bit edgy to begin and not really that funny, but he started slow, just trying to rebuild his channel, and he headed in a really good direction that a lot of people enjoy. A lot of my friends tend to watch his content now, but I really like where he's gone with his channel. And an example of some interviews that he's done recently is I spent a day with Area 51 Stormers. I spent a day with legendary OG YouTubers, and I spend a day with ex Uber drivers. So these interviews are quite intimate, and they're kind of done in a somewhat humorous way so you can be entertained and enjoy it. But these interviews really give you an understanding of what these people think in their day-to-day lives. And I really enjoy his content. It's a lot better than Smosh, honestly. In terms of more edgier content, I'm more into Swagger Souls. I've been following him for a little while. Swagger Souls, I just think is quite a funny guy, and I don't know what he gets up to usually, but just flicking over to his videos occasionally and just enjoying his dumb like VR videos and just how he acts in VR. It's just a bit of a fun time. I know he's a part of the Misfits podcast, and I don't really watch the Misfits podcast that much, but I do enjoy it occasionally. So the podcast I watch a bit more than the Misfits podcast is the Anything for Views Cold Ones, which is a knockoff of Hot Ones, and it's really good because you can see like what YouTubers are into and what YouTubers around actually, just the popular ones. And I've gone and followed a few good YouTubers off who they've reviewed and stuff and they've chatted to. It is the ultimate drinking with the boys podcast, and it's very fun and just kind of quirky. Uh, Anything for views himself isn't the best guy, but he's kind of fun still, you know. Which leads me to Max Mofo's Pokemon channel that he's still got going. I really like Max Mofo. He's kind of a bit of a legend on the YouTubes. So he's always been making content until he forgot his actual main YouTube channel, and he just makes Max Mofo Pokemon stuff now, which is still fun, and it's more, I don't know, kid friendly, like I'm trying to make this channel. And if you just want to have a bit of a fun time opening card packs and facing old memes now, a couple of new memes, you know, the bruh meme and the GIF meme. He's not so relevant anymore, but he's still making good content, so I respect that. In terms of more storytime YouTubers, I'm quite into Scrubs or Scrubby. Scrubs is pretty fun. He just tells daily videos, and he's what inspired this channel, as well as another YouTuber who's a bit smaller, quite a bit smaller, called Bullet Barry. Bullet Barry, I was following way more, maybe about a year ago, but he's kind of slowed down recently on his content and going through a lot of changes in his life, as everyone, you know, goes through at one point in time in their life, and it's what it is. But he's also fun if you're more into computer stuff, because he's quite a geeky kind of computery guy. His most famous series that he has the most views on is his console peasant quotes, which I find fun because originally it was aimed at people who were console peasants, as he said, but then it kind of evolved into something where he there's a realization that it's just dumb people who hate one certain platform, like hate PC or hate Xbox or hate PS4. In the end, his main conclusion was we all should just play games because we all like games rather than hating something because of its branding or whatever. I get my YouTube animation buzz off Sir Pello and Daft Pina, although Daft Pina is like more of a criticism channel. He's still fun. I also get it off Odd Ones Out and Jaden Animations occasionally, but not so much. So in terms of my favorite self-improvement channels, I've got to say Improvement Pill is really good for just wanting to improve yourself and work on marketing and, you know, business stuff at the same time. And if you're looking for some study tips, I can really recommend Anna Mascara. She's just really good for if you're like needing a bit of help with your studying, like study tips on how to organize your stuff, how to understand and take university like for the first time. And I really like respect how much work she puts into this stuff. And I've used some of her tips myself during school, high school, and it actually got me through pretty well. And the second to last YouTube channel I check out frequently is Tech Linked, which is a branch off of Linus Tech Tips. So if you want to learn anything about what's going on in terms of technology that's being released in a funny, more entertaining and quirky way, just check out Tech Linked. It covers up everything. It's got everything you need for knowing what's happening, like what's being released and what the faults are with the new Samsung folding phone, eh? Now, the number one YouTube channel that I always must shout out, no matter what, you can never go without this one. I feel like it's a day-to-day thing, and if I haven't watched his videos, I feel empty inside. That is right, I'm referring to PewDiePie, guys. Everyone must subscribe to PewDiePie. Even though that meme's dead, I reckon it's worth it. He's such a humble and fun guy, and hell yeah, just check out PewDiePie, guys. Hey, I know it's a bit of a different video for today, but it's just a bit of fun. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm thinking about coming up with an idea for shouting out people. So the way I could shout out people is I'm thinking if you send any one of my videos to a friend and have a screenshot of them being like, oh, cool, then I'll shout out both you and your friend. So just send these pictures or screenshots through Instagram and I'll put them at the end of every video so you can be shout out. Anyway, cheers my suckies for watching. It's really appreciated. I really enjoy making videos and I just can't wait to share more content. So I want to make something bigger, a bigger project, maybe an animation, but it's all about time and what I can do in the background. So I'm starting to work on things. I'm interested to see how it will go, and I hope I'll release it at some point soon. Anyway, cheers again for watching. Hope you have beautiful days, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.